Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the uh, latest fun that we're going to have here in the OWASP Omaha chapter. My name is Michael Bourne. I'm one of the board members here for the chapter, along with Dave Pinos, Zach Fowler, and John Rogers. And we kind of make up the leadership team and go back and forth because of OWASP rules on who's actually considered a leader or not, but doesn't matter. We all participate. We all try to make this chapter great. So we're doing something cool this time around. I'll have Dave and our guest Danisha kind of explain that. Before we get into that, though, let's talk about some chapter news. We're still looking for speakers for Q4, so we're going to be either soliciting people in the chapter who want to do a cool talk, say you've got a cool tool you've made, something cool in the application security space that your organization may be doing that you can deliver in a sanitized fashion. Anything like that would be great. Or if you have job openings at your company, send myself an email, Dave, John, or Zach an email, and that way we can get that out to the chapter in the event somebody is looking for a job. We've got more events planned. We've got another event planned for Q1 of next year that we're still hammering out some final details, and we'll be putting that in motion. But we hope that Secure Code Warrior will be an annual occurrence for this chapter, because it's a really cool looking platform. It goes right along with the OWASP mission, and I don't want to gush over Danisha's company here, but I think everybody's going to have a lot of fun participating in this little event, and there's some cool prizes to win as well. That's really all I have for chapter news. Dave or Zach, did either of you have anything else you want to share?
No, I don't have anything to share.
Okay, awesome.
Glad to see some faces, though.
Yeah, right. We miss you all. I sent out a registration link for a local conference here in Omaha that's going to be virtual. They're kind of giving some discounted or free registration to OWASP Omaha members. So if you got any questions about that, just either reply to that email. I think I sent it out a week or two ago. But should be a good conference as well. And I know DC 402 and the KernelCon folks have started planning KernelCon 2021 already. So if you're interested in volunteering for that, whether you want to help us build the capture the flag competition challenges, or you want to help volunteer in some capacity, once they determine if it's going to be a virtual event this year or a in-person event. Next year, or an in-person event. They're always looking for people to help in some capacity. So, want to give a plug out for that. Okay, without further ado, Dave Pinos, please introduce our lovely guest.
You bet. From San Diego, we just found out. Danisha has been great at helping us put this event together. Her and Allie have put a lot of work into getting all the information that we need, making sure that it's customized to our group, and just trying to make it a good, fun event. So yeah, I'm just going to pass it over to Danisha. She's our enterprise account executive, typically taking care of the Midwest area. And so Danisha, go ahead.
Thank you guys so much for having me and for being open to host this Secure Code Warrior tournament with OWASP chapter. I want to go ahead and share my screen. Michael, would you or would somebody be able to give me the ability to share my screen? I'm going to walk through a quick little slide deck, kind of show you around the platform.
Yeah, you should be good now.
Perfect. Thank you. And can everyone see my screen?
Yep.
Perfect. So here's the quick agenda. I'm going to talk a little bit about who Secure Code Warrior is, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit about the tournament details, such as the challenges, scoring rules, etc. So Secure Code Warrior, we are a 5-year-old startup, and our main goal is to really empower developers to be the first line of defense in the organization. And the way we do that is by putting security training in a gamified wrapper, and you'll see that throughout the tournament. What we found is hands-on training is the most effective training for most people. There's a retention rate about 75%, and that's kind of how we have structured our training platform. We do have several modules. You guys will be participating in our tournaments module. As you can see here, we have the tournaments module, a learning module, which is a self-paced module, training and assessments. And then as far as the tournaments, you're going to be, the type of challenges that you'll see is the first step of the challenge is to identify the vulnerability in a block of code that we provide. And then you're going to, once you've located the vulnerability, you will also locate the solution to the vulnerability. The way the challenges are rated, you'll have kind of level 1. Each of the challenges are broken down to basically 3 steps. They are weighted, so as you proceed throughout the tournament, the challenges will get a little bit more difficult. And you can see that here. Easy is about 100 points, medium 200, hard 300. We do provide hints, and you'll see that as you proceed throughout the tournament. The first hint, you don't lose any points, but as you take subsequent hints, the points value does tend to go down. And you can see that here as well. So the tournament is starting today, and it will finish up September 18th at 11:59 Central Time. On September 9th, you'll be able to see the leaderboard. On September 19th, what I'll do is I'll reach out to the winners and ask for your addresses so I can get the hoodie to the first place winner and then t-shirts to the second and third place winner. And that's what they look like. When you click in, you're going to want to log on to the tournaments tab, click join, and then pick your specific language. It's not about speed, it's about accuracy, so take your time. You have several days. Enjoy yourselves. If you have any questions or feedback, there is a help option where you can go in and provide feedback or get assistance. Other than that, good luck, and I hope you guys have a blast.
Danisha, I have a question about the code, the language selection.
Sure.
So in my past life, I used to use one language, and in my current life, I need another language. Would this be a good time for me to use this as a training opportunity for that new language?
Absolutely. The way that our system is set up, and what I'll do, bear with me 1 second, I'll go in and I'll show you specifically what that looks like. Because we have that hinting system, it's a good opportunity for you to kind of work your way through the challenges. And if you don't know something, select a hint. It'll tell you a little bit more about the vulnerability and or the solution. So give me 1 second. I'll go ahead and share my screen and I'll jump into a quick challenge. Can everyone see my screen?
You bet.
Okay. So, Buck, what was the language that you're currently
.NET.
using? .NET? Okay.
Yeah, it could be any of those. Core,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, so the way it's broken down, we have the OWASP top 10 for .NET. I'll go ahead and select that OWASP 1 and 2. Gamified wrapper that we have. We go ahead and click in. There's 3 challenges, but you have to click to clear the mission. You're going to hit accept. it's going to tell you here that there's one vulnerable code block within one of these areas here that's highlighted by the yellow exclamation mark. And this is where the hitting system comes in. So it's going to say, oh, you're going to get a little less points, but that's okay because it's really about the first video hint is a 2 to 5 minute video. It's going to tell you again what the vulnerability is about. The second hint is a little more of a dive into that vulnerability. And then kind of start removing options. But yeah, to answer your question, I think it would probably be a great time for you to jump into that new language, but it's completely up to you. Any other questions, guys?
What happens after the tournament is over? I know the accounts live on for a little bit, but then
Yeah.
what? Like for an account that we have and or like anything we've learned, what do we have access to anything if we come back in the platform?
So you will have access to the platform for an additional 2 weeks. And
Okay.
so during that time, you can kind of go in, try a different language maybe, or do a deep dive into your current language. Just you really get to play around in the platform a little bit longer for those 2 weeks.
Okay. And then after that, can we still log in for resources or tournaments in the future? Maybe I missed that part. Go ahead.
Yeah, so unfortunately at that point you won't have access to the platform, but you should still be able to access, I believe, like the resources and things like that on just the website itself.
Okay.
And then just an FYI, if you guys are looking for something maybe for your team, your employment, we do offer a free 2-week trial. So if that's something that you guys might be interested in, we could do that as well.
Okay.
Danisha, is there a way for Dave, Zach, John, and I to get in and look at the scoreboard so we can periodically maybe tweet that out for our chapter?
Yeah, so what I will do is I will make you team managers, and then you'll have access to the scoreboard. But so will the other members that are playing. So
Okay.
You'll see that scoreboard, and then I believe I set the scoreboard to kind of turn off a few minutes prior to the end of the tournament. But yeah, and then as far as the end of the tournament, did you want me to reach out back to you like early morning?
Yeah, that'd be great because we'd like to blast that out and celebrate the winners in our chapter email blast as well, and maybe on Twitter. So, and then we could hopefully get you guys some free marketing by doing so.
Absolutely, I'll go ahead and do that. That sounds great.
Awesome.
Okay. What else should we know from times that you've seen these happen in the past?
So I'm fairly new to Secure Warrior. The first and last tournament that I actually hosted, there were a couple people that were just battling it out. So I would recommend, just kind of take your time, your best, take the hints. But yeah, and just have a good time. I think it's fun.
Excellent. Perfect. Any other questions? Buck, Aaron, any questions from you from a participant's perspective? I guess, Zach, you're participating too, aren't you?
Yeah, aren't we all? Yeah.
And so am I giving everybody on here, so Buck, Aaron, Michael, Dave, all of you guys access to
the scoreboard? No, just do Dave, Zach, myself, and John Rogers. John's not here.
You can give me access to the answers, though.
Oh, boy.
Okay, perfect. I will get that done as soon as I get off here.
Perfect.
And then if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, have a good time and good luck.
Thank you, Danisha.
Awesome.
Thanks, guys. guys.
Final sign off or final submission. That's 11:59 on the 18th. Is that local to us?
Yes.
So it's Friday?
Friday.
Friday, 1 minute before the change of the day.
Yay.
And this was a great idea on Dave Johns and I believe Zach had some input in this too. We want to give you guys time so that you're not, doing this during work when you should be working and still have plenty of time to kind of just enjoy yourself. So
I don't know. I think my boss said, you can use all of your work time for just this.
that's
I
amazing.
planned it this way.
I heard my boss say that too.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. I
amazing.
might be looking for new employment, so maybe those announcements that we talked about earlier would be good to pick up after that.
Awesome.
So it looks like there were some folks in the Slack channel on there that weren't able to join us tonight, Danisha. So they can just join. They don't have to do anything. If they have any questions, like, is there support? Are you support? Are we support?
So if they have any questions as far as kind of logging on, I can definitely help. If it has something to do with maybe a bug, have them report it to using the feedback under the help option. But yeah, other than that, I will be monitoring periodically the Slack channel.
Perfect.
Awesome. Any other questions regarding the platform prior to me logging off?
No, I think we're good.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you guys again for letting me host this. I hope you guys have a blast, and I expect big things from you, Aaron.
Oh man, you're going to be severely disappointed. I'm telling you now.
Danisha, thank you so much for your time. Everybody, thanks for your time as well, and good luck. Right?
Yes.
I'll try to periodically post scores in the Slack channel and on our OWASP Omaha Twitter. So stay tuned for that. But as Danisha said, have fun, make the best of it, and I can't wait to see how this turns out.
Oh, I have one more last question. If somebody didn't sign up but still wanted to join, are they able to do that, or is it locked?
No, they can still join.
Okay.
The only thing that gets, yeah, they can still join. Yep, they can even join at like 11:30 p.m. on Friday. But yeah, they can join.
Awesome.
Have fun, guys.
I'm having trouble registering my email address, so I'll have to get with you offline.
What
to
was
get that
the
fixed.
link to register? Did it? I don't know if I already did that or not.
The link to register is in the Slack channel. It's also on the OWASP Omaha website if you want to register. And if I could, send that to you in Slack if you want, Aaron, to make sure that you're registered.
No, I scrolled up. It's securecodewarrior.com/tournament.
Perfect.
And Michael, can you send me the email that you're using?
Yep, michael.bourne@owasp.org.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to repost that Discover page into this Slack channel, if that will help.
Yep, perfect. Perfect.
Okay, I'll look into what's going on with your login, Michael.
Okay, no worries.
Okay.
I tried to re-register and it said you can't do that because that registration token is not.
Yeah, I had that problem too. They just had to flip a bit for me, I think, is what I heard. Probably a magnet. Cool.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks for the kickoff.
Have a
Good
time.
luck.
All right, Buck, I'm coming for you.
Thanks.
Watch out. All right, see you guys.
Yeah, this is awesome. Thanks, guys.
Yep. Bye.